just tell you one little story that Dr. Prasad and Dr. Hasse shared. Dr. Prasad told me that he had to present, and correct me if I'm wrong, 17 times to the Department of Defense before you got moving forward with MMF. Is that right?
That's correct.
Think of that. 17 times he had to go and meet with the scientists of the Department of Defense and persuade them that this was a good idea. Once they got that done, Dr. Hasse and Dr. Prasad had to pound the pavement in Congress to get the funding. Talk about grit. Talk about grit, yes.
You know, that's very interesting because it is true. When we gave those talks, I remember there's the audience of 100 skeptical doctors from the Department of Defense, from the military, from academic institutions. And Kedar would always start off with the basic science and the underpinnings of what we would do, and then I would do the clinical correlation of what we expected to find in people. And we could see in the audience that skepticism. We could see that, what are these guys crazy? Nobody's ever done that with micronutrients. And so they would always ask tough questions and they would say, gosh, this just is, that's just too good, we just can't buy it. And then the meeting would end and we'd go out into the hallway and several of these very negative doctors would come up to us in the hallway and they would say, hey guys, that was really exciting. Can we work with you on this? And so taking that, and when we went, and honestly, this is the God's honest truth. I tried to count it up for this meeting. We made almost 30 visits to Congress, and we walked the halls with senators, members of the House of Representatives, Democrats, Republicans. We had to watch CNN and Fox. It was amazing, and we could not believe that by that kernel and that start, that they would give us the resources to develop all of the trials you heard about, really setting the basis not only for what MMF was, but what you're going to make MMF be in the future. Thank you.
All I can say is if you're willing to, if Dr. Prasad's willing to dedicate 40 years, Dr. Hasse will dedicate 20 plus years, how can we not do great things in a couple of years, really, right?